YouTube, it is flannel season officially. Well, I'm saying it's officially flannel season because I absolutely love flannels, obviously. And this time I've got a new one from UES, so let's get right into it. Yes, that's right. It is flannel season, and this year I've got a new one from UES or UES, however you want to say it, to kick off the season. Now, there's no secret that I love UES. I think last year or the year before I did my video on my UES extra heavy indigo dyed thing. This thing I've had since pretty much day one I've been doing the channel. It is a lovely heavy flannel. It's like double brush. It's almost like a blanket inside. I've done a video on this, so I'm going to put it at the top if you haven't seen it already. I still love wearing this, and it's got a lot of fades happening to it in weird spots because I was working from home and on the desk and all that. And I've always wanted to get another UES or UES one, but I never have because of a number of reasons. One, just there was so much other stuff to buy, and two, I was really picky on the pattern. Now, you may look at this pattern and be like, well, Jesus, how picky did you want to be? Because that one's out there. And it is, but a lot of the ones at I'll just say UES. A lot of the ones that UES have been putting out have been very, very colorful, and it just didn't really hit with me. I have seen a few on some retailer websites that I liked, but were out of stock. And that brings me to this weird thing about UES. So if you go to their website, I think it's like Japanese Selvedge denim.com or something like that. They've got a section for their flannels, their normal flannels, their extra heavy flannels, and they've got certain patterns that you can buy or order. Weirdly, if you go around the world to all the retailers that retail UES, they all have different patterns. Now, I don't know the ins and outs, but I think there must be a big catalog of colors that are available every year, and each retailer, I assume, can pick which one. So the places in the UK that had them for the last couple of years didn't have a pattern that I liked until I saw this one, and this one is just called grey. The thing I like about it is quite understated, and the reason I didn't get the previous ones because they're so colorful, this is it's understated in the fact there's a lot of dark tones to it, and blue, like light blues. I quite like that. It's a 14.5 ounce Selvedge flannel that has a brushed inside lining and is very, very warm. Now, 14.5 ounces on the flannel side of things is quite a hefty flannel. It's not as heavy as this one from a few years ago. This is a 15 ounce. This is their extra ultra heavy, and this is dyed, so that probably could add some weight to it. And the lining is super, super thick, this double brushed. This one is single brushed. I imagine it doesn't feel as thick. You can't even see it compared to that one. And the weaving on this is very, very textured. So in the hand, you can actually feel every thread, which is really, really cool. The body's all like you would expect. It's double chain stitched throughout. There is no selvage runoff like you get on some shirts and flannels from other brands. But the construction is on point, and I've always loved UES stuff. They're just really, really solid, and the price point is actually really good. So compared to other brands that sell flannels for upwards of £300, like I don't know, that's a lot of money. These come in at like 150, 160, depending where you get them from. And I think the quality is there. So for you people out there that know the regular brands that you would get your extra heavy, ultra heavy flannels from, and you've seen UES but not really ever tried them, honestly, I would say if you want to save your money 1 year and just try a new brand, honestly, they are one of my favorite, and their stuff is just impeccable. The fitment on this is really, really good in terms of, okay, I'm usually a large, so I've got a 3 in UES. I bought the 3 because my other ones are 3. They're slim fit, so the fit is really, really good. And the sleeves come to a perfect position for me. Now, this is an interesting thing about sleeves. So everyone's different. I have some flannels from, say, the Flathead, which have really, really short sleeves, which I got used to and I quite like. And then I have some flannels from Ironheart, for instance, that are really, really long. So I've only found out this week that really long sleeves on flannels from, say, Ironheart Motorcycle Company, due to the fact that you're expected, or they're designed for you to sit on a motorcycle with your arms out, and as your arms out, your sleeves will pull back. So that's why they make them extra heavy, extra long. Sorry, but for me, I don't ride a motorcycle, and it just is kind of cumbersome in some ways. So I prefer shorter sleeves, and this is just the sweet spot for UES. So the fit is perfect for me. I love it. It feels incredible in terms of the single brush, and it's got the texture on the outside. It has their U-shaped pockets with their, I think they're called acorn pockets, which are really, really cool. It has their ivory palm buttons as well, and that goes all the way through. It's a general like work shirt type, so obviously there's no western and there's no snaps or anything like that. I can't find any information about how it's been dyed or if it's been dyed on the UES website or on any website that you buy these flannels from. It says it'll age gracefully or age gradually over time, produce a great, you know, vintage looking shirt, but it doesn't say anything about if it's dyed or, you know, but you know, everything will fade over time. So I'm looking forward to this fading. It's a bit punchy now with the colors, but I think it's just something for me to get used to. If you wear it with a white shirt or dark jeans, for instance, you just don't really notice it. But yeah, that's the first of the season. I do have another flannel coming that I'll do a video on in the next couple of weeks. If you did want to get yourself a UES flannel, like I said, you can't go wrong with them. They just feel so sturdy in the hand and so well put together. And you know, this one's a testament that it's just been put through the ringer, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So yeah, sizing wise, like I said, it's a tailored fit and it just fits me perfectly. This is a large, and in UES or Japan they call that a 3. So the chest is around a 41.3 on the large, and you know, the most important thing for me is the sleeves, and the sleeves on this are 25.3. So you might have a flannel in a large from other brands, and the sleeves will go out to 26 and onwards, but this is 25.3 in the sleeves, which is great. I am around 80 kilograms. I am roughly 6 foot. So make of that what you will. The one thing it doesn't have is buttons on the cuffs here. Some people like that, some people don't. I mean, it's got a button there, but it doesn't have the second button. It's got rolled hems as well, so everything is really, really sturdy and really well put together. I can't fault it. I can't fault it at all. Price-wise, build quality, fit quality, it's just a really, really good. It's just a really good flannel. Oh, and the other thing is, this is samphire, so it won't shrink. So if you're looking to get one in this size, so for me, yeah, large, size 3. It won't shrink. It'll stay the same if you wash it normally, not put it in a tumble dryer or whatever. But if you did enjoy that, drop a comment down below. I'd love to have a chat with you about what you think about UES. Have you got any of these? How does it compare to other brands that you may have? Hit the like button as well, because that really helps drive the channel up. And the last one is, if you haven't subscribed already, and I know there's a lot of you out there that haven't subscribed, hit the red button. It doesn't, you know, cost you anything, but it really helps my channel grow and helps me bring stuff like this to the channel week in, week out. So I really appreciate it if you could do that. With all that being said, have a great day, and we'll see you next week. I've got another fantastic flannel that is really hot at the minute that I'd like to show you. So stay tuned and see you next week.